the House has passed a watered-down version of the Violence Against Women Act. As we had talked about earlier, the Senate had passed a very good version of it that would extend protection to undocumented individuals, Native Americans, and LGBT victims as well. Well, of course, the Republicans in the House are not in favor of this, so they passed a watered-down version that would not extend those protections to those groups of people.
But Anna, come on, you really want to give protection to Native American women? Come on. I mean, I understand if you give it to white people. Well, you know what? Actually, other Americans, black, Latinos, but you're even going to give it to Native Americans?
I just don't understand how they get away with being so outwardly hateful. Like, no, screw the Native Americans. Like, maybe, and I don't even agree with this at all, so don't get me wrong. They could make a case for undocumented immigrants because they're saying, like, oh, should our tax dollars go toward that? Whatever, you know, some of their asinine arguments that they make, right? I don't agree with it, don't get me wrong. But, like, Native Americans? Why Native Americans? Why? But why?
I know. And plus, they also wrote, as an amendment to the bill, plus we hate Eskimos. Okay. No, in all seriousness, unfortunately, undocumented immigrants need the most amount of protection in this case.
Yes.
Because they're easier to intimidate because, well, if you report the violence, if you report the beatings, et cetera.
You might get arrested.
You might get arrested, you might get deported, et cetera. So that's why they would need the protection. And then on the LGBT community, too, it's like, so is it okay to beat a lesbian?
I guess it is. For Republicans, it is. And by the way, we just want to note that there is no war against women. Okay, that's completely made up by Democrats. The Democrats made that up.
Yeah, of course. This is just a little bit more specific. A war on Native American women. We're going old school.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, since the House has disagreed with the Senate, they're going to have a conference to basically hash this out. But Obama has already said that he doesn't care. If the House version of this is what they decide on, he will veto it. That's what he's saying now. Hopefully,
No, I believe that. Yeah, of course. He's trying to get female voters. That's easy. That's the layup. By the way, one last thing on this. Part of the reason the Republicans have as a rationale for excluding lesbians is because they say, well, then we would have to recognize lesbians, and we don't want to recognize them. Well, that's good, because if you don't recognize them, they don't exist. It's true. If you shut your eyes really, really tight and you cover your ears, then lesbians don't exist.
they're children.